They say power and desire should never mix. But what happens when they collide in the same room? Every single day. My name is Vanessa Carter, and for years, I built my reputation on discipline, control, and results. I was the woman who never let emotions cloud her judgment. The one everyone came to for direction, not affection. I ran a small creative agency in the heart of the city. Only 8 employees, including a new intern named Eli Turner. He was quiet, observant, and had a spark in his eyes that reminded me of who I used to be. Hungry, passionate, unafraid of risk. The first day he walked in, I told myself he was just another intern. Nothing more. But the universe had other plans. There was something magnetic about him. The way he listened, the way he anticipated what needed to be done before I even asked. He noticed the details. My favorite coffee, the color of my pen, the exact moment my energy dipped during long meetings. And slowly, I started noticing him too. It wasn't supposed to happen. But the human heart doesn't always follow corporate rules. One late evening, we were the last 2 left in the office. The rain tapped gently on the window as the city lights blurred behind the glass. He stood by the printer, stacks of paper in his hands, and when he looked up, our eyes met. For a moment, the air changed. The sound of the rain faded, the office felt smaller, and every wall I'd built around myself cracked. He looked away first, clearing his throat. "You should get some rest, Vanessa," he said softly, and for some reason, hearing my name on his lips made my pulse quicken. That night, I didn't sleep. I replayed every look, every smile, every moment when our hands brushed over a shared file or a passing cup of coffee. The rational side of me screamed stop. But the woman in me whispered what if? Days turned into weeks. The tension grew, unspoken, electric, and dangerously beautiful. I began to see him not just as an intern, but as a person who saw me, not the title, not the position, but the woman behind the nameplate. One afternoon, I found him working in the lounge, sunlight pouring through the blinds. He looked up from his laptop, smiled, and said, "You know, you don't always have to carry everything alone." Something in me shifted. His words pierced through the armor I had worn for years. That day, I told him a piece of my story, how I had built this company from scratch after a painful divorce, how I had poured myself into work to avoid the emptiness that came with being unseen. He didn't judge. He just listened, like every word mattered. And that's when I realized the danger wasn't in what could happen between us. It was in how much I already needed him. The rumors started soon after. Whispers in hallways, curious glances from colleagues. I tried to distance myself, to pull back, but it was like trying to stop a tide with my bare hands. Every time I saw him, the feelings came rushing back. Gentle, confusing, intoxicating. Then came the day that changed everything. He walked into my office holding an envelope. His internship was ending. "I got accepted for a full-time role at another firm," he said. "They want me to start next week." My throat tightened. I smiled and congratulated him, pretending to be proud. But inside, it felt like losing something I never truly had the right to hold. He hesitated, then said quietly, "Vanessa, if things were different, would you ever choose me?" The question hung in the air, heavy and fragile. I wanted to say yes. I wanted to tell him that in another life, I would have let him love me freely. But in that moment, all I could do was whisper, "It's not about what I want. It's about what's right. He nodded slowly, eyes glistening, then left the room, taking a piece of my heart with him. Weeks passed. The office felt emptier, quieter, colder. Yet, sometimes, I'd find a cup of my favorite coffee waiting on my desk. No note, no explanation. Just a quiet reminder that some connections never fade completely. Love like that isn't meant to last forever. It's meant to awaken something inside you, to remind you that even the strongest hearts can crave softness, that even leaders can long to be seen, held, and understood. And though Eli and I never crossed the line, the memory of him lingers like perfume on a scarf. Subtle, invisible, unforgettable. Sometimes forbidden love isn't about what you do. It's about what you feel, and how deeply it changes you. If you've ever found yourself loving someone you couldn't have, tell me, would you have risked it all, or walked away like Vanessa did? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of love, longing, and the moments that change everything.